What's up guys, FM Campbell here, welcome to episode number 8 of the Building a Force series. Now, we left you in the last episode and my god, it was a depressing one. Results have been poor, we've been dropping down the league, the goal difference is getting worse and worse, we're not scoring enough goals, we've had injuries galore, and I'm not going to lie, I was sat there playing it and I was thinking, this is depressing, man. I'm not a great loser, it's tough to be patient sometimes, but we've managed to turn it around slightly, and I say slightly because we left you after the Mansfield game where we lost 4-1. So lost 4-1 as you know. Live episode. Jake Goodman with the only goal for us early on, and then we had a big massive crash. They scored 4 goals and beat us 4-1. So then we played Crew, and we lost 4-2. So at least we scored 2 goals. Wes Fletcher finally starting to get on the goals, get on the ball again and getting some more goals. He's top goal scorer in the league by quite a way now. Wes Fletcher with 2. Stephen Dobby got 2 for them. Laurie Dallavale and Liam Nolan scored for Crew. Dallavale actually got Player of the Month as well for this month just finished. We then finally won a game. We went 8-9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games straight losses. So we didn't win in 9 games. We didn't even draw in 9 games. In fact, we drew in 10 games. And it was, we've really fallen away in the league quite a bit during this period. But look at this, we've had a little turnaround. I had a bit of a reshuffle with the tactics. We made some sort of new additions to the squad. Tactics have changed. And we have actually changed it to, rather than an attacking 4-2-3-1 with sort of pretty much 4 attacking midfielders. We've actually gone for a 4-4-2 with attacking wingers, a defensive ball-winning midfielder, and a supporting advanced playmaker. Then up top we've got an advanced forward and a deep line forward in support. At the back that hasn't changed. We've got full backs in support and central defenders in sort of defence. So that's what we've changed our formation to, and it has actually worked. Our team's most fluid to this formation than any of the others. We've always been training this formation. We've just very rarely used it unless we were chasing a goal. But we are quite sort of... we can concede goals, which is a shame. In fact, we've only conceded 3 goals in the last 3 games. So, Tranmere, we beat them 4-1. Josh Clarkson, Erhan Oztuma, and Soares, and then finally Wes Fletcher again with the 4 goals for us. Jack Barmby scored for Tranmere. And finally, we got 3 points on the board. But then we continued that away to Hartlepool, another 3 points. Wes Fletcher again with a goal, a Scott Flinders own goal, which was the Hartlepool goalkeeper, and Jake Goodman, the centre back, also scoring. Brad Walker with the only goal for Hartlepool. So, yeah, not bad. Grimsby then 2-1. Keith Lowe and Andrew Burns. We did a bit of rotation in this game just because of how close some of the games are. We got the 27th, then the 1st, and then the 5th. So yeah, we should get. Hopefully the games will start to space out. Today we are playing top of the league Oxford. And they're top of the league by quite a way, I think. 9 points. We are on 54 points, currently in 7th position, 2 points above 8th. I'd like to kind of maybe press and hold the playoffs positions. We played a lot of the big teams around us recently. We played Burton recently. Mansfield was in the last episode. We played Crew and Southend since we left you. So now we've got Oxford. After that, we have Exeter, Dagenham and Redbridge, Luton, AFC Wimbledon and Bury. Bury obviously being one of our rivals, so that's kind of a must-win. So, is did I say Port Vale? No, I didn't. So a lot of the teams that are around us, we've pretty much played most of them now twice. So that's good news. There you can see Wes Fletcher is top goal scorer in the league by 6 clear goals, which is awesome. Hopefully, obviously since that big injury, that probably was one of the biggest things that we had problems here. We had so many injuries. But hopefully we can continue to turn it around. We are playing Oxford today. Oxford have been doing really, really well, as you can probably tell by the league. So it's going to be really tough for us. Probably going to be our hardest game in the running. But yeah, I really want to win. I'd like to. Well, obviously I'd like to win it, but it's going to be really tough. I have to be realistic. And normally when I do live episodes, I lose. So yeah, probably not a great time to be doing a live episode. But a couple of bits of information that we've been going through since we left you. After the Mansfield game, we actually had a really, really good team meeting. The whole team reacted really well and really positively. That may have had something to do with the fact that we actually scored 2 goals, scored more than 1 goal against Crewe, as we hadn't scored more than one goal since the 12th of December, and we're now in March. So we started to score more than one goal against Crewe. Then obviously the 3 victories. Chris Salmon has moved on loan to Witten for 1 month. I think they will probably look to extend that as well. We've actually made some signings as well. We signed Rio Ferdinand, who I did mention in the last episode. I do like the fact that his mental stats are reasonably good. He's going to be helping out and tutoring some of the players. Also, since he's joined, we've been winning games. He hasn't been doing too well himself. He's played 2 games, a 6.0 and a 6.5, which isn't great. But his mental stats in the dressing room, sort of the aurora around him, will hopefully help out with the team. And plus, the shirt sales apparently took a massively sharp increase. Obviously with a big name like Rio Ferdinand joining, he's only on contract with us though until the end of the season. So I mean, he is on 1.2k a week. So don't worry about that. He's always deteriorated. To be honest with you, I think he will retire at the end of the season. I don't think we'll keep him on next season either. But he is actually our best centre back, quite considerably. Considerable. I'm not going to forget it. Rio Ferdinand joined. Obviously, Casasola as well joined on loan last month. He's probably our second best defender. He's on loan till the end of the season. We then signed Morgan Fox. He has signed on loan until the end of the season as well. The reason why I signed him is because Louis Rowley has been absolutely shocking, and I mean terrible. The fans don't like him. He's winding me up. I'll show you. I think he's in the under-21s now. We dropped him down. Yeah, here he is. Average rating is 6.16 in the last 5 games, 6.38 overall, and he's been terrible. So we're trying to loan him out, trying to save some money on his wages. Unfortunately, no one wants to take him at the moment, which is understandable. We do have him for another 2 years as well, so we'll either look to sell him or loan him out for a season next year, unless he massively improves, because he's got okay potential, but his current ability is not that great. It says he's a consistent performer, but at the minute it looks like he's consistently bad, which isn't good. Other bits of news: we made another signing in Hemmings. We signed a striker in Kane Hemmings. He's actually our joint best striker with Wes Fletcher. He's actually been partnering. The only reason we bought a striker in is because we're playing a 4-4-2, and I like to have 2 options for every position. I know we have a really big squad, and I think we'll have a bit of clear out in the summer. A lot of players do actually leave as well, but I would look to improve the team and do a little bit of a turnaround in players, which could be another factor to why we were playing so badly, because in the middle of the season we actually brought in a lot of new players that were an improvement on what we currently had, but it's going to affect the familiarity to the tactic, the team cohesion, things like that. So it certainly should be really doing at the beginning of the season, but the level of some of the players was really, really poor. Kane Hemmings came in, and look at his value, 425k. So even if we decide to sell him, we're going to make a bit of money on him. According to our assistant manager, he's got good current ability. He's really got really great potential ability, and potential to be better than Wes Fletcher as well. Since he's joined, he's not been doing too great. He's only played 2 games, 6.8 and a 6.3. Wes Fletcher obviously dominating the headlines with the amount of goals he's scoring. So and he's also a bit of a coup for the club, which is good. Eddington, who is, I think here he is. Fraser Eddington, currently out on loan. He's out for another 2 months. He has a double hernia. Ouch, I know. So yeah, he's out. Who else do we have out? There is someone else, I'm sure. I think it's... Is it Caulfield? I think he was already out. Yeah, I think that's it. Altrincham then tried to extend Platt's loan deal. He rejected them. They come in again. I said, yep, no problem. You can keep him on loan to the end of the season. Again, he rejected them. So he's now come back to join our under-21s team. That's the reason why he's there. Going to our first team, little bit of bad news. Jordan Clark, one of our better central attacking midfielders, he is out for another 3 to 4 weeks. He's got strained ankle ligaments, so that's not great. He was starting to turn out to be one of our better players, although we did have a bit of a drop away in form recently, and Oztoom has been doing okay. Man City won the Capital One Cup. That's got a bit of news I've got down here. What else do we have? Oh, our scout count. We actually approached the board and said, excuse me, can we increase the amount of scouts that we have? So it's now been increased from 3 to 4. We're trying to do quite an in-depth scout of the whole of the UK. From League 2, we've got the Vanarama Conference, League 2, League 1, and the Championship that we're currently scouting. I I'd like to scout the Premier League as well, obviously for loan deals. I doubt we'll be able to get anyone on a free or to buy anyone. We won't be able to afford it. But that's the turnaround. We're looking for the future because obviously we'll have our youth intake probably in the next week or so, just after this game. So yeah, hopefully we get some good youth intake. So the reason why I say that is we've actually increased our youth recruitment budget as well. So hopefully that may affect our youth intake that's coming up very, very shortly. Our first team staff count has increased to 6. So we are looking to get in an extra coach. The reason being is I'd like to get an extra coach to help out with some of these areas. We've got a couple of coaches. Boothroyd's doing two areas. We're doing 1. Barry Stevens doing 1. And then Ian McMurray is also doing 2. Then we've got a fitness coach doing 2 and a goalkeeping coach doing 2. So I'd really like to improve this. I think we've got... How many have we got? So we've got 5. So we need 1 more. And yeah, so that's what we're aiming for. We do also need to get in an under 18s manager. Obviously with our youth intake in mind, that we'll have to look out for that. So we'll probably have information and news about that in the next episode. What else? The board. We've had our monthly board update, and they're absolutely buzzing. We've got a very secure job status. If we go over to the board, as you can see, very secure. It's 73%. To summarise the board, delight with the leadership qualities we are demonstrating. The team's fantastic overall performance in League 2 has been a particular highlight. I don't know if they've seen the recent games, but yeah. I think it's mainly on our position. We are predicted to finish mid-table, which is around here. So we're higher than targeted still. So imagine we won some of these games. Just imagine. 3 wins in a row. Brilliant news. And we've been awarded, we are the lowest carded team in the league. I do not know how, because Suarez gets booked every single game. He's had 10 yellow cards, 2 red cards. He's now banned for 2 games because of his 10 yellow cards. So he must be the only one that's getting booked by the sounds of it. Oxford obviously top of the league. And yeah, Platt's planned to return from his loan, so he's now returned. So we're going to move forward. We've got our game today. We are away to Oxford. A really, really big game. We're going to go... They've been playing a 4-5-1. They'll probably change that to a 4-4-2 basis on some of our recent results. We did play a weakened team in the last game, so we're going to do a bit of transition. Casasola's going to come in for Rio Ferdinand. Keith Lowe will come out for... We'll go Goodman, wherever he is. There he is. Keith Lowe comes out for Goodman. Andrew Burns will come out for Connolly, although Burns did have a really good game in the last game. Morgan Fox... Let's go with Ilisandmi. I still don't get that right. We'll play Adam Drury. He's been doing quite well lately. Luke Woodland will come out for Oztuma. I would like to play Suarez in there. He's been doing well, but unfortunately he's banned, as I said. So Marlon Pack will come in. Sidney Schmeltz will come out for Josh Carson. Kane Hemmings and Wes Fletcher. I think we'll stick... When's our next game? A week away. I think we'll stick with him. We'll stick with Hemmings in. Up top with Fletcher. McComb. He's been poor. Dugdale's come back to fitness. Wildsmith. I think that's it. I think that's what we'll go for. Maybe swap out Rio Ferdinand. Let's swap out Rio Ferdinand. Let's bring McComb with us. He's the most fit centre-back we have on the bench. So that's what we'll go for. We're going to go on the counter. Our instructions are to go play wider, and we'll go more direct. Much higher tempo, be more disciplined, whip crosses, run at defence to relieve the pressure. Submit that team. So, Oxford at home. Well, Oxford at home and we're away. Oxford's their evens to win. We're 11-5, although we have been set. We haven't all the last 3 games. The other team, our opposition, have been favourites for that as well. As I said, they've gone for a 4-4-2. They're looking to go a little bit more attacking. We're going to change this. I'm going to go goalkeeper always and show on to weaker foot. Closing down always. All weaker foot. All of these can be weaker foot. Let's force the error. That's the plan. I'd also prefer him to cut inside rather than beat us on the wings. Closing down both the wingers. Also closing down both the strikers. And that's it. That's what we'll go for. Nobody fancies us to win. I agree. That's fine. And we'll passionately tell them that we believe there's more to come from you. And we'll start the game. So, Oxford away in the league. Oxford top of the league. This is going to be tough. Let's see how we get on. One of the main things that I've noticed since we've been playing is we win all the first balls, but we lose all the second balls. So the ball will be played, we'll win the first header or the first tackle, and boom, go straight back to them, and then we do nothing with it. So if we get a good result here, we could climb up to the heights of 5th place in the league. Now not 5th place because Port Vale win, but Oztuma with a free kick, he goes backwards to Casasola. Goodman's got loads of room. Long ball to Fletcher, he's 1-on-1. Fletcher flicks it over the keeper, and it is 1-0 to York City. That's a great goal from Wes Fletcher, taking his tally to 23 for the season. What a finish. It looked like he sort of did like a looping header, similar to the Schneiderlin one I had in the World Network game a couple of weeks ago. Let's see the replay then. Good goal though. Go 1-0 up relatively early is good for us. I think because a lot of the teams want to go for the attack, it really leaves them really like empty at the back. Fletcher then beats his marker, and he does. He just goes like a looping header. The goalkeeper does all he can to get it, but it's a great finish by Fletcher on his first touch, and that's good. It's a good start. We are playing on the counter. We are going to let them have a little bit more possession and hit them very, very quickly. We've limited them so far to a shot. Carson with a free kick then. He's going to swing it in. Drury with a header, and he's scored it. Was it a header? It looked like a header. Adam Drury. And it's 2-0 in 27 minutes. And we've climbed up to 6th place, and we're slowly turning that goal difference around. It's now only -2. So Carson put the free kick in, and Drury gets above 2 of their defenders and heads really, really well in a packed out Oxford United Stadium. Iwobi then with a throw in to Dunkley. Can we get that off him? No. Nahor. Ruffles got lots of room. Hoban is cleared well. Fletcher doesn't bother challenging, but Oztuma does. Oztuma's going to come forward with it and play a really poor pass, give it away, but he's going to win it back. He does. O'Dowda though picks it up for Oxford, goes with a long ball. Can Casasola get something on it? No, he's muscled off the ball. Ripley does well to save. And that's only their 3rd shot of the game. Considering they're top of the league and their goal difference is 25. Let's clear that. Oztuma does. O'Dowda's going to pick it up. Will that be the end of the highlight? They're slowing right down. Let that run out of play. Why is he not let that run out of play? It's the end of the highlight though. Still 2-0. A little bit concerned about Kane Hemmings' fitness at 66%. I think he's taking a slight knock. Casasola wins the header. Here is Hemmings. We can get out of the way. He goes for a long ball, and Wes Fletcher looked like he was trying to get back on side. O'Dowda's we've missed another header. That's one thing I've really noticed a lot with lower league. The amount of defenders that jump and miss headers, and it just goes in behind them, and then strikers go through on goal. It's really frustrating. Nahor into Ruffles. Lots of room. Way too much room. Hilton, he strikes it wide, and he really should have finished. That'll be a clear-cut chance for them. They've had 2 clear-cut chances now. We haven't had one, and we're 2-0 up. So we're doing okay. Let's try and see it through to half-time and stay 2-0, and I'll be happy. And there it is, half-time. So, we can be pleased with the efforts from the team today. I agree, that's fine. And we're going to continue to say there's a lot more to come from you. I don't want to put them under too much pressure, but they're looking happy or delighted or to gain confidence, which is good. Drury's having a good game. Fletcher's having a good game. Carson's having a good game. Hoban comes forward though. Casasola does really well to win that. Can Fletcher win the ball? No. Nahor. Iwobi on the right hand side for Oxford. Ilsanmi does well to tackle, considering his tackle's like 11. Marlon Pack's only having a 6.4. We'll have to have a look at that. Maybe address making a change very soon. Oxford still having quite a bit of possession, but they're not having too many shots. Only 7 to our 5 shots. They've had 2 clear-cut chances. Their problem at the minute is 5 of their 7 shots are off target. 2 of our 5 are off target. Goodman wins the header. Carson, can you get there? No. He can. Mendes has missed it. Hemmings, play it through to Fletcher. No. There is Fletcher. And he strikes wide. And will that be a clear-cut chance? It will. Pretty much one-on-one. He should have done better. We might make a change we'll make a change now, actually. Kane Hemmings is absolutely knackered. We'll bring on Jake Hyde. Marlon Pack's not doing too great either. I think we'll give him a little bit more time, just because Timlin and Woodland on the bench also aren't in the best of states. And we do have a week break after this, which is good. Honeyman, though, comes forward for Oxford. Into Mides. It wasn't Mendes, it was Mides. Hilton. Goodman's given away a penalty. Not a good time to be giving a penalty away. And he was doing so well as well before that. We're definitely going to have to take off Marlon Pack. Can Ripley keep a clean sheet. Who's going to be taking the penalty for Honeyman then for Oxford? And he strikes it, and he does well to put it in the corner. It's 2-1. We're living life on the edge. Here is Honeyman. Here's the replay then of their penalty. Honeyman strikes it. It's actually in the sort of the middle right of the goal. Side netting. Really, really good penalty, to be fair. Ripley did go the right way, but it just wasn't. It was a bit slow to get to it. I think we'll make the change to Marlon Pack in the 80th minute. No, oh god. Dowda. Oh my god, is that the bar? Donossian. Was it Donossian? They've hit the post. Honeyman with a corner. Near post. Back post. Hilton. It's cleared. Mullins. He's got a lot. Meaders is probably going to come out here. No, Pack wins the ball. Pack commits a foul in a really, really threatening position. Meaders is going to take the free kick. We've got all of this. Oh, he's put it over. That's good. Right, okay, we're going to make that substitution now then. Let's take off Pack, who's not having the best of games. We'll bring Timlin on. And also Connolly's not playing too well. We'll take Connolly off and bring on Andrew Burns, who did have a good game. He scored an absolute scorcher. A volley top corner from the edge of the box in the last game. Can we hold on? Instructions. Let's go a lower tempo. Retain the possession. Let's try and keep the ball. Now we'll go defensive. Now we'll change the instructions to waste time. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. Can we hold on and keep a 2-1 victory against top of the league away at their ground? And it's looking like so. We've got 20 seconds to go with the ball. Burns is going to hopefully keep the ball. He does. High. Take it to the corner flag. I don't care. Oztuma with space. Timlin. Get onside, Fletcher. Oztuma. Ruffles wins the ball. It's cleared to Hoban. Hoban's going to come forward with 2 seconds to go. And it is full time. And we've beaten top of the league away from home. Climbing up to 5th in the table. And I agree. They have shot a lot of people up after that. Passionate. Very, very happy with that. Who's this? Adam Drury. Calm. Did well out there. Who else is in there that's done well? You impressed me out there, Mr. Carson. Man of the match as well for Josh Carson. And that is a very, very good result. That takes us to 4 wins in a row. We're going to leave the game. I think I'll quickly show you that goal in the game. I think it was the game previous, the volley. It was an absolute belter of a goal from the right back. Who was it? Burns. And yeah, I mean, literally the ball was crossed in. And it was cleared, and then on the volley, let's go to the schedule. I'm sure it was the game before, this Grimsby game. Yeah, Andrew Burns, check this out for a goal. I want to see, where are you? Let's go goals. I'll quickly show you these before the end of the episode, so we'll generate the match report. Just because I want to show you this Andrew Burns goal. It's such a great goal. I was like, literally just playing away, like in silence, and I was like, oh my god. So here's the Smelts corner. Low, it's Keith Lowe, sorry. Keith Lowe does well to tuck it in the corner. What I want to do, are they going to show that 3D? No. Highlights, let's go main stand. So this is their goal then. Johnston then turns. Ferdinand does well to tackle. There's a bit of a miscommunication between a couple of players, but the keeper clears it to Mondial, who had a really good game against us. This is their goal then. Hewitt, Lee, Mondol, sorry. Hill, this is where they come forward now. Atananga, Hewitt, there's the through ball, and Hill, and it's a really good worked goal by Grimsby. But you wait till you see this goal. You wait. This is an absolute screamer. So here it is then. It's Fox with a throw in. Schmelz heads it on. It's cleared by Pearson, and Burns on the volley puts it right in the top right hand corner in a very, very packed out York City Stadium. What a finish that is. Absolutely unreal. But we'll leave the match. So thank you very much for watching, guys. York fortunate to beat Oxford. It wasn't really fortunate. It wasn't. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on next Tuesday for the next episode. Don't forget to check out the Aston Villa series and the World Network game. They're still continuing at the moment. And yeah, so remember to leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. If you've got to this point, put in the comment section, come on the mighty York FC. Something like that. But this building a 4th series is starting to get quite entertaining. Now we're coming up towards the end of the season. The next game that we'll play with you guys will be the Bury game, will be our rivals, and then we'll do the Burton game, I'd imagine, on the last day of the season. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content. I'll see you very, very soon on, well, Tuesday for the Bury game. Thanks so much for watching, and peace.